Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be trying out PGR2, or Project Gotham Racing 2, however you want to call it. It's the first game I ever owned for the Xbox. It came with my console pack. Today we are going to be racing with the Mad Catz MC2 race wheel and pedals. I just got them and I figured I would give it a try. Let's just go ahead and hop into something real quick. Let's see single player. So no, anything else? I guess there is just arcade. Oh, I don't want to do that. Kudos World Series, actually. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. One-on-one, cone challenge, street race. No, we don't want to do that. Let's do arcade. Much more fun. I've done some of these. We're gonna see. Let's try something a little bit more difficult. We'll do Chicago. Sure, we'll do it on bronze because, yeah. Anyways, I've actually had some problems with this steering wheel lately. I got it for less than $25 off of Goodwill on their auction site. I received it. It looked fantastic in the pictures. It looked brand new, in fact. And yeah, it looks brand new. But I started having problems immediately. The controller kept disconnecting, and I couldn't figure out why. I tried to record a different game earlier for you guys, and called Total Immersion Racing. And the controller was just disconnecting every minute. It was unplayable to the point where it wouldn't respond. So I looked it up and found out that this controller, the non-universal controller, is notorious for disconnecting problems. I was reading a bunch of forums back in 2003, and yeah, it's apparently a known problem. The universal controller does not have that problem. It apparently, I think, connects to PS2, maybe just something else, but of course I have just the Xbox. To fix the problem, all you have to do is turn off turn off vibration in the games options, and that'll solve your problems. The problem is this doesn't work for all games. As I said earlier, Total Immersion Racing didn't work. The vibration wouldn't work when it was on, and it didn't work when it was off, and it still was disconnecting. I tried it on Rally Sport Challenge 2. Turning the vibration off fixed it. Of course, now we're playing PGR2, and it's fixed it here too. Bear with me, because I am an absolute horrendous driver when it comes to a steering wheel. I'm very not used to them. I've owned one steering wheel in my life, and I think it was for the original Xbox, but I can't remember. I don't know what handbrake is, so we're going to be regular braking and just taking things easy. But, yeah, so far the Mad Catz MC2 reel is pretty good. The build quality seems decent. It's a shame that I'm having problems with some games, so there's some compatibility problems. The vibrating doesn't seem to work. Or it does work, some of the games, but it causes problems. At some point, I would actually like to show you guys this controller. This Black Friday, I'm going to try and look out for a good video camera that's on sale. And maybe I can set up something, because I'd like to show you guys some stuff from my collection, other than just games. I've got, this controller now. I've ordered recently. It's on the way. From Goodwill as well. I got a couple Logitech wireless controllers for the Xbox. Those are apparently fantastic. I don't know if they work or not because they're on Goodwill, but we'll find out, I guess, right? I'm playing this more like a simulator Forza game, but whatever. What did I get? Third? Something like that? That's fine with me. Yes, race finished. Come on. But yeah, I'd like to show you guys some, I got fourth. Whatever. I'd like to show off some of my other stuff that I have laying around. Let's try Street Race 4. Do Novice, because, like I said, I'm absolutely horrendous at steering wheels. This thing isn't the most comfortable. It's got, two clamps that can fold down underneath the steering wheel that go around your thighs. and they have like sharp edges. They're rubberized, but they're still sharp. They dig into you. Alternatively, there are suction cups on the bottom, but I don't have a table to put it on, so gotta go this route. Now, I think we can control the camera. I prefer first person, but this isn't first person. It's just kind of bumper view, and I don't like bumper view. But we'll try it anyway for the purposes of something different. I loved PGR2 growing up. This was my first game, as I mentioned earlier, and it came with my system. I'll do a separate video someday talking about my childhood experience. Well, not really childhood. I was like 14 or 15 years old, so not much of a childhood. I was already a teenager. But my Xbox, I was with my grandparents in Costco, and there was an Xbox there. I remember that day so vividly. It was had the console and a big clamshell package with an extra controller, PGR2, the DVD kit for the Xbox. And did I say extra controller? I don't know. I think I did. And yeah, it was all packaged together for $280 in a big clamshell package, and my grandparents were nice enough to get it. So from that day, that was kind of the start of madness. But I played a lot of PGR2 because that was the first and pretty much only game I had for a decent amount of time. I am doing terrible because I'm so cautious with the steering wheel. I'm going to screw something up. Normally with a controller I can control this a little bit better, but it's a little harder with a controller or the wheel. It's a different experience, I guess. Definitely one worth getting. Get out of the way! See if I can get back up to first and keep first. I'm getting used to the wheel, though, the more I've played. So, yeah, it's not been bad so far. We're doing pretty good. It's coming up to this big turn. I slowed down, I think, too much. Just try and keep it up. Don't spin out of control. We're out of control. Damn it. Come on. Let's get back in this. It is so much harder. It's got a nice spring on this steering wheel, though. To the point where it really fights you. It's not force feedback, although. Kind of wish it was. That'd be nice. But it kind of simulates force feedback with the spring in there. Come on, let's go. PGR2 is a phenomenally good racing game. If you ever want a good racing game, do not pick up PGR1. Skip to straight PGR2. It's fantastic. And I've not really played a whole lot of Forza. I'm not much of a simulation person, or at least I wasn't back in the day. But I know Forza is, of course, a great game as well, or so I've heard. I'm not sure. Rally Sport 2, I actually just picked up Rally Sport Challenge 1 today, but I've had Rally Sport Challenge 2 for a while. And that game seems to be a lot of fun, too. I'm actually really enjoying Rally. I can't really recall any other... Oh, Midnight Club 2 is a fantastic racing game as well if you're interested in racing games. That's a very fun, arcadey, kind of just wacky racing game where physics don't really matter too much and you can go around corners, you know, at 80 miles an hour and just keep going. It's a fantastic game, though. I need to pick up another copy. That's the first game. Midnight Club 2 is the very first game that I played on Xbox Live. That's where I met a friend that I have even till this day, so... Good memories, right, guys? Xbox has really done a lot for me. I know that. I've met some friends. I got into gaming a little bit more heavily, and I'm spinning out of control. But I'm still in first. When did I get in first? Let's see if we can keep it up. I'm actually getting used to this a little bit. Obviously, I'm still not great. It's also just getting used to the game again because I haven't played it in how long? 15 years? Or 14, 12, 13? I don't know. Whenever this game came out. Oh boy. Let's change camera. How do I change camera? I'm pressing the wrong button. Alright, there we go. Now, I do prefer person? Yeah, person. I prefer first-person camera controls when racing or piloting an airplane or helicopter. Anything that requires a vehicle, I generally like to do first-person just for immersion's sake. But it's nice to see the car models and plane models and things like that too as well. I find it easier to race. It's a little bit harder to judge how far things are from you in third person for me. But in first, it's much easier. I can judge the distance on how far it is. I can react better. And it looks cool. Unfortunately, PGR2 doesn't have... Hey, we got a drift going on. PGR2 doesn't have a first-person camera. It's just that bumper cam, which kind of sucks. Total Immersion Racing, the game I tried to record, but it's got compatibility problems with this, does have a first-person camera. And we did it. We got first. Although we were playing on, like, the easiest setting. Pretty sure we'd get destroyed on anything else. Alright. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure Total Immersion Racing is a pretty terrible game, by the way. Might not want to necessarily pick that up. It's something I will probably do a review on at some point. I know I will because it's funny. And there's not much to it. The game, when you're driving at 120 miles an hour, it looks like you're going about 40. And it feels like you're restricted heavily in controls. They did not get anything speed-wise down with that game at all. But it's not a terrible game so far. It's okay. I just wish I could use my wheel. So we got another car. I wish I could change my car, but I can't. I used to love this game back in the day. So many memories. Although, you know what? I don't recall playing it too much online. It was always split screen with some friends, spinning out of control, things like that. I don't think I got Xbox Live when it first came out, so... I'm not really sure when Xbox Live launched. I don't recall it off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up, but to give you a reference of when I started to play it, Halo 2 was 3 months before release of Halo 2 is when I got Xbox Live, and I played Midnight Club 2. Give or take a few months around there. I had it before Halo 2, so... but only just before. Miss those days sometimes. Oh boy. Staying up late after school, playing a lot of Halo. This is a nice track. That's one thing I praise, or I gotta praise at least, PGR for, is the game looks fantastic. PGR 1 was kind of a bit of a mess. The graphics were... there's a lot of jagged edges. The graphics are kind of muddy. Or at least the backgrounds were. The cars were okay. This game, the cars are much smoother, more rounded edges. They look good. The controls are fantastic. The scenery is great. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to drive past. All these buildings, there's shadows, there's nice road textures. The whole game just looks phenomenal. And it really is one of the best, if not my favorite, driving game on the original Xbox. I'm hoping we can catch up and get into first again if I don't screw that up too much. I'm getting used to this, you know? Oh boy. If you guys get a chance to get a Mad Catz MC2 race wheel and pedals, because it does come with pedals, I would definitely recommend getting one. Oh boy. Just be aware that you should probably look for the universal one. since that doesn't have as many compatibility problems, so I have read in the past 2 hours. But this one does work. I mean, I'm using it just fine. Like I said, so far, Rally Sport 2 and PGR 2 both work great. It's got a shifter on the right of the wheel. It's got flappy paddle shifters as well, if you like those better. It's got a kind of a heads-up display kind of thing on the wheel that tells you how hard you're pushing down the gas pedal, so you can know how fast you're going, or know how much pressure you're putting down at least. Even though I can't really see it since I'm paying attention to the screen. What lap are we on? I'm in first place. Is this the last lap? I don't even know. Oh boy, I'm going to spin out of control and I'm going to lose everything. I don't want to lose. Let's get first again, even though it's novice. I feel really good, but you know what? This is hard. Even though this is novice, I feel like it's like expert, because it's really... I'm so unused to using a race wheel. It just feels odd. But it feels really nice. I just wish the vibration worked. Because I'm pretty sure like right now these cobblestone roads would be really nice. Alright, there's the finish line. I think we're on the last lap, aren't we? Yes, we are. Good. Fantastic. Alright. We did pretty good. What did we do? 2 or 3 races? We talked for a little bit. Came first. Got a whole bunch of points that I never really cared about because I don't really care for kudos. For ranking up, you're seeing 3 kudo tokens. Use these tokens now or save them for other cars. Save them for other cars. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I want to thank you guys very much for stopping by. I'll see you guys next time, alright?